They told you consciousness lives in the brain, a 3-pound lump of meat, 75% water, firing off electrical signals and squirting out chemicals like a glorified biology experiment. That's the story. But here's the problem. No one can explain how those signals become experience. The redness of red, the sting of heartbreak, the clarity of a moment when time stops. Neuroscientists call it the heart problem. Philosophers call it qualia, but no one can crack it. See, we've mapped the entire brain. We can tell you what lights up when you taste chocolate, when you fall in love, when you dream, but no lab on Earth can find the line where matter becomes awareness. And then there's this. People lose brain function and still report more consciousness. Near-death experiences, out-of-body experiences. Flatline patients coming back with details they couldn't possibly know. This isn't wishful thinking, it's peer-reviewed, replicated, and documented across cultures, time periods, and belief systems. People clinically dead, no heartbeat, no oxygen to the brain, described floating above their body, watching doctors work, hearing conversations in other rooms, and later, they verify it all. What part of the brain does that? None of it, because consciousness isn't in the brain. The brain is the receiver, not a generator. Like a radio doesn't create music, it tunes into it. Smash the radio, the music doesn't die, you just can't hear it anymore. Your body is the interface. Your consciousness is the signal. Your soul is the station. When people die, many don't just vanish, they report continuity. Not some fluffy afterlife narrative, but lucidity, clarity, a sense of hyper-reality, as if this world was the dream and death just popped the lid off. So if consciousness isn't bound to the body, what are you? Not skin and bone, not neurons and names, your awareness, pure and untethered, temporarily playing human. That's why people feel outside themselves when trauma hits. Why you can observe your thoughts. Why you can astral project. Why ancient traditions, from Egyptian to Tibetan to indigenous, all knew how to walk out of the flesh. Deep down, I think you know. You're not this sack of skin. You know when you dream, or leave your body, or touch that infinite silence behind your thoughts. That's you. You don't have a soul, you are the soul having a body. And one day you'll slip the body like a coat, and you realize you never really fit in it anyway. It was just a rental. Humanfluence, out.